Railroad HQ and turn in the quest.
That courser won't be bothering anyone again.
Mission's outcome correctly predicted. Warning. Odds of more coursers being discovered are extremely high. Reward for service delivered.
We get 280 caps and complete the quest, and we can come back to Pam a little later to get it again.
Rogue Variable's arrival is approximately late. There is a reliable report of a courser at target location. Recommend Rogue Variable dispatches the courser.
You know anything else?
The only reliable data on the target is its location. Verbal acknowledgement required.
I'll do it.
Response logged.
Next, we can talk to Tinker Tom.
Dez has given me clearance to set up my atmospheric sensors. Finally, I can prove that the Institute is terraforming the Commonwealth. Eat that, Carrington.
Why would the Institute terraform the Commonwealth?
It goes back to the big war. Who set off the first A-bomb? The Institute did. They started the whole war to kill everyone except their own diabolical scientists.
But what's that have to do with terraforming?
Everything, man. You see, humanity didn't kick the bucket like they planned. We're still hanging on. So first step, artificial people come to infiltrate, spy, and salvage the metric tons of gizmos they need. And once they get all the parts they need, whammo! The big atmospheric converter inside Blake Tower starts spewing poison into the stratosphere to kill every last one of us.
Yeah, that's really great, Tom.
I told Dez I could count on you.
I can't believe Dez approved this harebrained scheme.
Well, I had to make the sensors multifunctional to get the op cleared.
Give me details.
So my sensor, I call her Mila, needs to be up high, real high. Dez forced me to put some cameras and, other low-tech surveillance crap on it to watch the Freedom Trail. Chuck that stuff if you need to. Like who couldn't spoof a conventional camera, right?
We need cameras watching the trail?
Look, I engineered the trail markers and code phrase myself. So anybody comes looking for us, whammo, spotted a mile away. Sure, the cameras could add a little insurance, but discovering the truth about the Institute's real plan is way more important.
Just hand the stupid thing over and I'll set it up.
Whoa, just be careful with her, all right?
I'll take good care of Mila.
She's got a lot of sensitive components, so be gentle, all right?
Tell me where to put Mila then.
I got the perfect spot picked out. Set Mila up and let the juicy data pour in.
With that, we get a Mila from Tinker Tom, and we begin the quest, Weather Vane, and a randomly chosen destination. Some potentially interesting lore here from Tinker Tom. He claims the Institute caused the big one, but based on what we've read from Tinker Tom's terminal, he's kind of, got a few screws loose. And as we've found no evidence that the Institute is responsible elsewhere in the world, I think we can take what he says here with a grain of salt. Additionally, we learned that he's the one responsible for the super secret and hard-to-guess password, Railroad. Thanks, Tom. Way to make railroad security a priority. At any rate, we now have to go set up a Mila. This quest is similar to the Jackpot quest, in that the destinations we go to are hardwired. There are a total of 11 of them, but the order in which we get them is randomized. In this instance, the first one I got was to go to Backstreet Apparel. And as we are doing a bunch of other Radiant quests for the Railroad, as well as the quests for the Institute, it's likely that Tinker Tom will send us to a place that we've already cleared. After clearing Backstreet Apparel, we climb a ladder to find a board weighed down by a cinder block. This is a vantage point, and upon it we can attach the Mila. Heading back to Tinker Tom, we can turn the quest in.
Mila's transmitting loads of information. At first glance, the atmosphere appears normal, but I'm going to dive deep into the data. I already lined up another place to stash one of my babies, if you got the time.
And without even waiting for us to accept, he gives us another Mila, and we begin the next quest, Weather Vane Boston Bugle. It's rinse and repeat 11 times with this quest. But as I said previously, it's a great opportunity to explore downtown Boston. This one does have interesting pre-war lore, but I covered it in my video on the Boston Bugle. At the Boston Bugle building, we fight through it and take elevators all the way to the top until we find the vantage point. And this one's a great vantage point, looking over downtown Boston. Heading back to Tinker Tom, he says he could always use another one.
another Mila placed and even more data. Could always use more Milas placed, if you're interested.
And we can ask him if he's getting any data.
Or we could just do some business.
Anything new from Mila?
Him's like a glowing one in a crater, soaking up all the data from Mila's cameras. The atmospheric sensors haven't picked up anything yet, but give it time.
Now's a good opportunity to check his inventory again. And we find another mod for the Deliverer, this time a sharpshooter's grip. The next location is the Parkview Apartments, an unmarked location, and these Mila quests can be really tricky. Because the vantage points are always outside from locations overlooking the Commonwealth, the quest marker will oftentimes direct us to a wall. And if we look up, we'll see the vantage point above us, but we don't always see an easy way to get there. Often we have to find a door or a fire escape or some sort of junk walkway on an adjoining building that will allow us to weave through the rooftops, through ruined apartment buildings and businesses until we finally find a way to get to the vantage point. So this quest requires a lot of exploration. Back at the Railroad HQ, Tinker Tom is ready for another one.
Hey,
Hey, you keep placing Milas, and I'll keep paying you. You got the time? I got another site we could place another one of my babies.
And he's got another one for us, this time at the Commonwealth Bank. So scaling the building, we can arrive at the rooftop, place the Mila, and head back to Tinker Tom for the next one.
With that latest one, Mila's got good coverage of the Commonwealth. I know another building that could use a Mila.
But he's got even more mods for the Deliverer, a calibrated powerful receiver, and a large quick eject magazine. Snagging these and putting them into the Deliverer. Next we go to Camp Kendall, an unmarked location in the Commonwealth. It's an outdoor camp spanning multiple buildings with lots of raiders. Clearing the raiders and taking a makeshift gondola, we arrive at a rooftop with a vantage point, and we can place the Mila. Back at HQ, we can check in with Tinker Tom.
Hey, you keep placing Milas, and I'll keep paying you. You got the time? I got another site we could place another one of my babies.
This time it's the Mass Bay Medical Center, and we rinse and repeat. Though the Mass Bay Medical Center is probably one of the tougher locations we have to go to, as it spans multiple floors infested with gunners, some of whom use power armor. Find the vantage point, and we can place the Mila. Back in Railroad HQ, Tom finally has a bit of an update for us.
The latest atmospheric reading from the new Mila is still inconclusive, but we'll catch the Institute. I know another building that could use a Mila.
But it's still inconclusive, and he's not done. This time we go back to Hub 360. See what I mean about these things overlapping sometimes? At the top of Hub 360, we find the vantage points. We can place the Mila. And head back to Tom. And this time he's got a bit of unique dialogue.
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see. You must not be afraid of heights with all the work on the Mila project. Could always use more Mila's placed, if you're interested.
I'm always interested, Tinker Tom. With this, he gives us Mila number 8. We gotta go to the Cambridge construction site. We've probably passed this place and cleared it multiple times in our playthrough, as it's smack dab in the middle of where we need to go for multiple quests, and it's swarming with super mutants. So in my gameplay, I had it already cleared. I just had to climb to the top and place the Mila on the vantage point. Back on the Railroad HQ.
You got the time? I got another site we could place another one of my babies.
He gives us another Mila, and this time we go to the Four-Leaf Fish Packing Plant, a place we likely cleared when doing side quests in Diamond City. At the top of the fish packing plant, we kill a bunch of ghouls until we find the vantage point and place the Mila. And at last, Tinker Tom has a bit of a definitive update for us.
We got the Commonwealth wired up, my friend. I'm big enough to admit it. So the Institute terraforming the planet didn't pan out. But with a few modifications, I can see if someone's messing with the tectonic stability of the Commonwealth.
Oh, it's tectonic stability now. Okay, Tom. Well, now we need to go to the broken monorail, an unmarked location, but a really fun one. We gotta climb fire escapes and traverse ruined highways until we cross a number of board bridges to find the ruined monorail. After looting an end of dungeon steamer trunk, we can place the Mila on the vantage point and bring news of our heroic deed back to Tinkerbell.
Hey, you keep placing Milas, and I'll keep paying you. We got the Commonwealth wired up, my friend. I'm big enough to admit it. So the Institute terraforming the planet here didn't pan out. But with a few modifications, I can see if someone's messing with the tectonic stability of the Commonwealth.
Okay, oddly enough, that's the end. That was the 11th Mila quest. He doesn't give us another one. We can't get any more from him. And he has the exact same dialogue as he did for the last one. Also, strangely enough, we can purchase Milas from his inventory. But those are the 11 vantage points in the entire game, so these Milas are essentially useless to us.
You got Tom's camera online? The runners are going to find that very useful. Pam, too.
Now, periodically, while coming in and out of the Railroad HQ, Drummer Boy will have a message for us.
Hey, you. Randolph Safe House has been MIA since Switchboard, but now we got one of their dead drops tagged. Des wants you to check it out.
What's the story about Randolph?
Everyone that knew the actual location of Randolph died during the last Corsair Blitz. So this dead drop is our first chance to reestablish contact.
It took this long to make contact? Sounds suspicious.
Yeah, it smells fishy. But if some of our boys need help, we gotta do what we gotta do, right?
Checking out dead drops is your job.
Not when it could be a big old trap from the Institute.
I hope this means Randolph is safe after all.
It'd be nice to get some good news for a change. Once you take care of the dead drop, report in to Des.
All right, the quest that isn't That's Not Crazy from Tinker Tom. With that, we begin the quest Randolph Safe House 1. We need to go pick up the dead drop. And this quest is a Radiant quest, kind of, in two different ways. In the first way, it gives us a randomly chosen location for the dead drop to appear. There are a number of dead drops throughout the Commonwealth, and the location where we find the drop will change from quest to quest. In this instance, I had to find a dead drop outside the Boston Public Library. Inside, we find Randolph Station Update number 1.
Mr. Timms here. Randolph Safe House was not hit, but do not make direct contact. Repeat, do not make direct contact. We got 3 packages, very scared packages here, requesting assistance. Our runner reports we got Gen 1's camp nearby, assuming we're under surveillance. Please have a heavy clear the area, coordinates enclosed. After, please pass our status back to Big D. Mr. Timms out.
So it's a message from Mr. Timms, the guy who's taking care of the Randolph Safe House. We need to go clear out some hostiles to make it safe for synths to make their way through. And it's here where the second Radiant part of this quest comes in, because this quest can send us to one of 59 different locations, 8 of which are on Mount Desert Island, which we only access after starting the Far Harbor DLC. This time I was sent to University Point, which, as we learned from the lore of the game, is swarming with synths. With the Institute friendly to us, we can get through most of University Point without them turning hostile. But of course, the point of this quest is to clear it out. So we gotta kill them all, otherwise we blow our cover. Now, University Point is actually a really interesting location with some pre-war lore, which I already covered in my video on University Point, so we won't go ahead and cover it here. None of the lore at University Point relates to the railroad, however. It's just interesting pre-war lore. University Point is swarming with Mirelurks as well. After clearing the synths and the Mirelurks, we head back to the Railroad HQ and talk to Desdemona to let her know the status of Randolph Safe House.
I cleared out some Gen 1s for Randolph Safe House.
Randolph is still operational? Finally, some good news. We thought they were another casualty of the switchboard disaster. But Randolph's been dark for too long. It'll be controversial, but we have to put them under quarantine.
Is a quarantine really necessary?
It's possible the safe house has been replaced by Institute infiltrators. It's happened before. No. The smart move, the only move, is to keep them isolated until we know for certain.
That's your call.
It is. We'll play it slow and safe, and make sure they're our people before we bring them back into the fold.
The whole thing smells like a trap.
It very well could be. The Institute has had more than enough time to replace them with synth infiltrators. So, we play it slow and safe, and I'll have other agents verify they're our people.
We should contact them directly.
That's just too risky. The whole thing could be an Institute trap. So instead, we play it safe and slow. We help them out and buy time to verify they really are our people. Our only communication with Randolph is going to be by dead drop. Check in periodically with Drummer Boy. He coordinates the dead drops for us. Thanks.
So, we don't really know if this Mr. Timms is really working for the railroad. The whole thing could be an elaborate trap. But if it isn't a trap, then these people still need our help. So the only option is to continue to work the dead drops until we know for sure. Sometime later, Drummer Boy takes us aside.
You need to hit the dead drops. Randolph's got a message for you.
And we begin Randolph's Safe House number 2. This time the dead drop was in a residential section northwest of Bunker Hill. Inside the mailbox is the Randolph Station update number 2.
Randolph Safe House here. Thanks, HQ. No longer under immediate surveillance. Confirm quarantine, but give us the all clear soon, okay? Package 1 is ready for shipping out of the Commonwealth. But we got a problem along the route. If our guardian angel could clear the site, delivery can proceed. Mr. Timms out.
And that's what we are now, a guardian angel. This time it's pretty confusing. We get Backstreet Apparel marked on our map, but we already cleared it for the Mila. Heading back, I realized there were a couple guys I forgot.
I'll find you.
And with that, we clear the way for the synth. Heading back to Desdemona, we can tell her the good news.
I heard Randolph got B-811 out of the Commonwealth, in large part thanks to you. You're proving to be a valuable addition to the railroad.
Any payment for this?
Certainly.
Another job done. Happy to help. See you later then.
Just a second. My gut says Mr. Timms is exactly who he says he is. But Pam isn't convinced yet. Until she signs off, no direct contact.
With that, we get a randomly generated weapon, in this case a bayoneted triple-barrel missile launcher, and 150 caps. It looks like while we are doing all of this safe house work, Lori's taking care of her own.
About to head out. My safe house kiddies need me to make some booms.
That's right, Glory, you go make some booms. We are, after all, the only 2 heavies left. Well, it's good to learn that I'm not the only one doing the work around here. Not long later, Drummer Boy has another message for us.
Randolph Safe House has got another dead drop for you.
We begin Randolph Safe House number 3, and this time the dead drop is in a mailbox in an abandoned, creepy cul-de-sac, guarded by Yowguai.
Riding time.
This doesn't look right. Not right at all.
We find the mailbox, and inside, we find the next holotape.
Randolph Safe House reporting. Package 1 is away. No problems. Route cleared as promised. Runner reports recipient is, as of now, closed for business. Switchboard spooked her. We're working a new route. If our friendly neighborhood heavy can take out hostiles at the following location, that would make our life a lot easier. Mr. Timms out.
This time I got a location on Mount Desert Island, and it's in my quest log. I didn't want to have to start the Far Harbor DLC, as I've already done a lore series on that, so I re-rolled this one a couple of times until I got a place I liked. Heading to Monsignor Plaza, which has minimal pre-war lore that I covered in a previous episode, we can clear it of all hostiles.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Fighting again.
Great.
Heading back to the railroad, we can check in with Desdemona.
Securing a new route isn't glamorous, but it's still important work. If our runners can't move synths safely out of the Commonwealth, the whole organization is paralyzed.
Any payment for this?
Certainly.
Another job done. Happy to help. See you later then.
One last thing. Keep assisting Randolph Safe House. They've got 2 more synths in there. I don't want to lose them.
With that, we complete Randolph's safe house number 3. And sometime later, Drummer Boy takes us aside again.
You need to hit the dead drops. Randolph's got a message for you.
This time the dead drop was at the West Everett Estates? You're kidding me! I thought these dead drops were supposed to be in safe places. I get that this used to be a suburban community before the war, and therefore lots of mailboxes, but it's swarming with super mutants and has been for some time. Why would the railroad choose the West Everett Estates as a dead drop location? At any rate, we finally find the dead drop.
Right now, where we are, totally a sniper's dream.
Yeah, I agree, Deacon. You guys picked this as a dead drop location, not me. Listening to the holotape.
Randolph here. We're still working the route. Runner has confirmed the final destination. He's solid. But we got another bump we need our heavy to take out. You up for it, Chief? Mr. Timms, out.
And of course, I'm up for it. We're always up for it. This time we need to clear the Wilson Atomatoys corporate headquarters. I covered this place when I did my video on Arlen Glass, one of my first lore videos. And it's got some pretty beefy defenses, lots of super mutants everywhere. But after doing our due diligence and killing every last one of them, we head back to Desdemona.
With the amount of help you've given Randolph, I was expecting their synths to be moved by now. The problem's on their side. Your work, as always, has been exemplary.
Any payment for this?
Certainly.
Another job done. Happy to help. See you later, then.
Just a second. I'll send word to Mr. Timms. He needs to start moving synths and stop making excuses.
With that, we complete Randolph's safe house number 4. We get more bottle caps and another randomly generated item. But predictably, sometime later, Drummer Boy takes us aside.
Randolph Safe House has got another dead drop for you.
This time we need to find a dead drop just southeast of Bunker Hill. After looting the holotape, we can listen to it in our inventory.
Randolph here. Package 2 is away. Runner took some fire along the way back. Touch and go, but our doc says he's gonna make it. We could really use some supplies over here. Any chance the Big D can let us come back in? Barring that, we need some more hostiles removed. Mr. Timms, out.
Randolph's safe house is running low on supplies. They've been quarantined this entire time. What do we need to see to believe that they're genuine? What are we looking for that proves that they're compromised? Our next stop is the Mass Pike Tunnel. Another really interesting location that doesn't have a lot of lore, but it's fun to explore. I covered it in previous lore videos as well. Lots of ghouls through this tunnel. Great place to use to transport synths, but pretty dangerous until we clear it. After clearing the place and killing the glowing one inside, we head back to Desdemona.
Randolph reports they got another synth to safety. That's 2 assists in your column.
Any payment for this?
Certainly.
Another job done. Happy to help. See you later, then.
Before you go, Pam's near 100% on Randolph. Her best guess is our people weren't infiltrated. But the station could be compromised any time now. So keep helping Mr. Timms.
So Desdemona's gut was right. Randolph was not compromised. They're genuine. We gotta keep helping them. One more synth to go. And sure enough, sooner rather than later, Drummer Boy finds us.
Randolph Safe House has got another dead drop for you.
And we begin Randolph's safe house number 6. This time we head to a mailbox just outside the Boston Public Library.
Randolph here. Supplies are running out. Runner is getting cagey about the route. Can we get one last tack nuke from the heavy? Pretty please? Once that's done, we'll move our last package. You're my hero. Mr. Timms, out.
They need supplies urgently. Now that Pam is confident that Randolph's safe house hasn't been compromised, I wonder if after this, they'll bring Randolph back into the fold. The next target is Easy City Downs, a really interesting location that I covered in a dedicated video. Now, we could clear all of the robots here and all the triggermen here, or we could just assassinate the guy on the loudspeaker.
You know, all this is cheap. Can we just pay you to play dead?
I'll say that.
With eager Ernie dead, we complete the quest. Well, I'm sure Mr. Timms can take care of the rest of them. Heading back to Railroad HQ, we find a new guy here.
When running synths out of the well, wastelanders can be a bigger problem than even the Institute.
I have someone here who wants to meet you.
So you're the Wanderer. You really saved our asses. Oh, I'm Mr. Timms. Everyone at Randolph owes you.
Damn straight you do.
Sorry about that.
So I take it there's another job.
No, not this time. Randolph's already shut down.
Is Randolph Safe House okay?
No, we got orders to abandon it. We heard the bastards that took down Switchboard also got Herkimer and Allen. So they might have been closing on Randolph as well.
What matters is you're all safe.
After we heard what happened to Switchboard, we all thought our number was up. You saw us through some really dark times. We all pitched in together for this. My team's gonna be hunting for a new safe house. Knowing how paranoid my runner is, it'll take a while. Take care.
With that, we complete all of the Randolph Safe House quests.
Mr. Timms is a survivor. He'll find a new home for Randolph soon enough.
Looks like the safe house is too compromised to use further, but nobody died, and we saved all the synths. We get 200 bottle caps and the Institute Killer Weave mod. The Institute Killer Weave mod grants us a 10% damage bonus against Institute members and synths. It doesn't require Ballistic Weave to use, however, we have to unlock Ballistic Weave by completing the jackpot quests before we can attach this to any armor piece. Now we have to choose either between the Institute Killer Weave or Ballistic Weave. But Ballistic Weave is really so much more versatile. The Institute Killer Weave only works against members of the Institute, but Ballistic Weave works against any damage type whatsoever. Since we can put Ballistic Weave on both clothing items and hats, it makes more sense to stack Ballistic Weave than to use Institute Killer Weave on any item. Though I suppose it might make sense for certain players role-playing a certain playthrough. After this, Mr. Timms hangs out in the railroad. He stands right by the door, which means he talks at us every time we enter or leave the railroad.
Hey there.
You from one of those vaults? Got too many teeth to be a scabber.
Sounds like it's going to take him quite some time to establish a new Randolph safe house. With that, we complete all of the railroad's Radiant quests, so to speak. In our next episode, we'll tackle some of the railroad's other side quests. I publish new Fallout content each and every week on my channel, so if you don't want to miss that episode, be sure to subscribe and to click that bell notification button. If you have already, but you still feel like you're missing out on YouTube notifications, consider following me on Twitter at Oxhorn. I update Twitter manually with every new piece of content that I publish. I have a shirt shop with completely unique designs that you can't find anywhere else. My designs come on shirts in a variety of men's, women's, and children's sizes, and in a wide array of colors. You can find them on other products as well, like smartphone cases, pillows, posters, mugs, stickers, prints, etc. So if interested, you can find a link to my shop in the description below, or you can click here. If you like what I do and you want to support me in another way, consider becoming a patron on Patreon or a member here on YouTube. YouTube members get little badges that appear next to their names in the comment sections of my videos, and access to Ox emojis that they can use in my video comments and in the live chats of my live streams. But more than anything, I'm just so glad you're here watching this video with me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with the next episode in the full story of the Railroad. In our last episode, we completed a number of Railroad Radiant quests. The Radiant quests come at us at various times while working with the railroad, and we'll likely complete them during the course of the primary railroad plot. But one of the first things the railroad asked us to do was to collect a prototype from the switchboard. We found that prototype in a safe back when we explored the switchboard with Deacon, and when we're ready, we can hand the prototype over to Dr. Carrington.
Desdemona told me to give you this.
An extraordinary feat to recover this, but that's hardly the point. Without a lick of training, and us knowing hardly anything about you, Des has invited you to join HQ. It would have been nice if she had consulted with her second-in-command. But what's done is done. Since you're here now, we might as well put you to work.
What, you don't think I can handle a dangerous job?
The danger doesn't concern me. Your work at the switchboard proves you can deal with that. I just hope the mission doesn't require knowledge about synths and our procedures. Something you've had scant opportunity to learn.
You guys recruited me. I don't need your attitude.
Charming. I'm sure you and Glory will be fast friends.
Cut to the chase. Tell me what you need, Doc.
One of our field agents, Old Man Stockton, needs help with the runaway synth. H222. So headquarters, as always, puts out the fires that others can't be bothered to put out themselves. Paranoid old bat won't even tell us the problem. He insists that we get our intel from a dead drop.
What's a dead drop?
Oh, shit. I knew I forgot to tell you about something.
Oh, dear Lord. A dead drop is a mailbox with a rail sign on it. It's a common means of communication for us, so keep an eye out for it.
He may have a good reason to be paranoid.
Perhaps he does. And maybe he did the other dozen times he's made our agents jump through these unnecessary hoops.
So, is there anyone you like?
What, Carrington? He's just dripping with charm. Yeah, people are lined up around the block to be his pal.
Oh, I wasn't aware we were competing for congeniality awards. I thought we were rescuing synths. My mistake.
Sounds like an important mission.
Anything involving Stockton is important.
It is. After Switchboard, we're so short-handed I have little choice but to throw you into the deep end. When you make contact with Stockton, he won't give you the time of day unless you give him the proper countersign. The current sign is, do you have a Geiger counter? And the counter is, mine is in the shop. Please tell me Deacon taught you that at least.
He taught me what I need to know, including that.
It appears our resident pathological liar didn't completely neglect your training.
Is all the security necessary?
Often we're dealing with strangers, so we need to establish trust quickly. And despite our precautions, the Institute always manages to track us down.
Got it.
Or we could try to pass a charisma check to get on his good side. And this was one of the few charisma checks that I couldn't fail, even with console commands.
You can trust me with this. I'll get it done.
You sound rather convincing, actually. Stockton is a prominent businessman at Bunker Hill. The dead drop will be near there. Use the escape tunnel in the back to get there quicker.
With that, we begin the quest, Boston After Dark. And man, this Dr. Carrington is quite the charming guy. After we get the quest, Dr. Carrington becomes a merchant. He doesn't like idle gossip.
Any news out there, Doctor?
Nothing that would interest you. Now, let's talk about you and your health.
But he can heal us and sell us medical supplies. We now need to go and find a dead drop. We explored a number of dead drops in our last episode, but this one is not randomly generated. This one is always found in the same place. We find it by the water next to a blasted out car near Bunker Hill. And inside, we find
Update. Observed unusual activity has ceased. Window is open for a heavy to make contact, but they should act now. The package is still in my possession. It cannot remain here safely for much longer. Out.
Oh, this old man Stockton sounds impatient and agitated. But now we know what he wants. He's got a package, a synth, and he's been holding on to this synth for too long. He needs to get rid of it. We have to help him. Heading to Bunker Hill, if this is our first time here, we get approached by Kessler, and we have all of the same dialogue that we explored in the key here during my Institute playthrough. To find Old Man Stockton, we head to the covered marketplace. We find him standing behind a counter next to a cooler.
Welcome, my friend. Might I ask, do you have the Geiger counter?
Now, we know the counter sign, but we could say something else. his other dialogue.
Why do you ask?
We're expecting a full shipment of Geiger counters shortly. Some scavenger found them in an abandoned vault. Come back later and perhaps you'll be able to purchase one of these life-saving devices.
No. I don't have a...
Today may be your lucky day. We're expecting a full shipment shortly. Remember, what you don't know could kill you.
I have a Geiger counter built into my Pip-Boy.
What a fortunate soul you are. Never will you have to worry about walking into a hotspot unawares. If you're ever in the market to sell that handy device, please let me know.
Or you can say the railroad countersign.
Mine is in the shop.
I was expecting someone of the feminine persuasion.
Presumably he says that because he was expecting Lorraine. But he has something different to say if our sole survivor is a woman.
Mine is in the shop.
You? I was expecting someone a bit more armed. You're with our mutual friends, yes?
That's right.
It's always nice to make new friends.
You're the one that needs help, right?
Indeed, I do.
Yeah, I'm with the railroad.
Perhaps you should lower your voice and choose your words with greater care.
Or we can try to speak covertly.
Let's say I am.
Of course. You've just joined, haven't you? All you need to know is this is the first stop for all our new packages. So maintaining proper security here and preventing any unnecessary delays is crucial.
You're talking about synths, right?
Jesus.
Yes, I am talking about synths.
No one likes delays.
Yeah, delays have a habit of creating all sorts of problems.
It's bad for business.
Why do all packages start here?
If you don't know the answer to that already, I'm not certain I should tell you.
We can try to pass a charisma check to get him to answer our question. And if we fail...
I'm helping you out. The least you can do is answer my question.
Let's just stick to business, shall we?
But if we succeed...
When a package leaves the manufacturer, they go to a specific location. The location changes, but for now, it's here. So if I'm compromised, the whole supply chain dries up.
We must now pass an even more difficult charisma check. And if we fail...
How do they know where to go?
I think I've said too much already.
But if we succeed...
We have someone on the inside. He points them here. Why Patriot chose Bunker Hill, I'll never know.
Who's Patriot?
I think I've said too much already.
Sounds like Bunker Hill's important.
Arguably, it's the most important.
You've got a tough job here.
It requires a degree of finesse, but I am happy to do my part.
Just tell me what you mean.
This synth is fresh from the Institute. He's disoriented. He's never seen anything like our world. I can't hide him here forever.
Or, instead of doing any of that, we can again speak covertly.
A trader always has to move his merchandise sufficiently.
And we're all about making good trade routes.
Exactly. My current package has been in my possession far too long. I'm supposed to deliver the package to someplace nearby. But raiders have complicated matters. So, if you could...
If it's such a problem, why not just change the delivery site?
The rendezvous site has worked flawlessly many times. Introducing variables is always dangerous. So clearing out the raiders is overall safer than risking our package being intercepted by our competitors.
So I'm just muscle.
Other problems I can solve myself. But sometimes you need a hammer.
So I just need to wipe out a few raiders. Done.
I like you already.
And again, we find an option to speak covertly.
Facilitate delivery. I can do that.
We're supposed to make the delivery at night. So once you clear out the undesirables, we'll meet after the sun sets.
By choosing the speak covertly options, we avoid disappointing Stockton and potentially angering our companion. And by speaking covertly, if Deacon is our companion, we have an opportunity to accumulate some affinity. But otherwise, it doesn't change the outcome of this quest. Stockton Stockton wants to meet again at nightfall. But first, we need to clear the way to make sure we can exchange the package safely. The location is an abandoned, ruined church nearby. And the church is filled with raiders. Raiders that harass anyone traveling the road outside.
You know, ammo isn't cheap.
This
I won't shoot. Promise.
With Trash Can Carla safe, we can loot the dead and then find a place to keep out of sight until nightfall. At dusk, Old Man Stockton arrives with the package.
Mr. Stockton said I shouldn't say anything.
Everything looks clear. This is H222. H2, here's the person I talked to you about.
What sort of name is H222?
It's my designation.
The Institute doesn't bother to name their property. Synths are just numbers and letters to them.
There may be more raiders out there. We should make this quick.
Quick. Got it.
Nice to meet you, H2.
Another person actually happy to meet me. This'll take some getting used to.
Remember what I told you, H2.
This isn't an ice cream social, Stockton.
You're quite right. I'll fire up the signal.
Old Man Stockton walks to a nearby lantern in the window and lights it.
And there. Time for me to go. Keep H2 safe. Someone will be here shortly.
With that, Old Man Stockton runs off. He is happy to be getting out of there. While we wait on this other person, we can talk with H2.
Hey, H2.
From what I've been told, it's probably safer if I don't say anything. I don't want to put you in any more danger.
I understand. I'll leave you alone. Why not talk to me?
I don't really know. But Mr. Stockton told me it's best for everyone. I don't think he was lying to me.
I eat danger for breakfast. Tastes like chicken.
Chicken? I'm sorry, I don't understand. But
I appreciate the thought.
it's just that you guys are all, well, no one's ever stuck their neck out for me. I wanted to thank you. This world is overwhelming. But people like you make me feel better about coming here.
I have a lot of questions, especially about the Institute.
And that's precisely what Mr. Stockton said I shouldn't talk about. At all.
We can pass a charisma check, trying to get him to talk about it. And if we fail,
If I understand more about the Institute, I may be able to help you and others better.
Listen, I don't want to cause any of you any more trouble than I already have. So, I'll just hold my tongue. Thanks again.
but if we succeed,
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Institute. I worked the maintenance tunnels. Every day. For as long as I can remember. The only time I spoke to anyone was to acknowledge scientists' orders, and very rarely to other synths. I've talked more in the past few days than I have my entire life.
But you know where the Institute is, right?
Stockton already asked me that. I don't know. I really don't. He says no synths know. How or why that is, I can't say.
How did you escape the Institute?
The only thing I'll say is I had help. Sorry. It's the one thing I won't talk about.
You worked with scientists?
Yes, at least that's what we called them. My only interaction with them was to receive orders on what to clean. I would acknowledge my task and occasionally ask for necessary clarification, but that's really it.
What do you know about the rest of the Institute?
I heard there was a concourse above the tunnels. It's huge and big and green with many synths, but they're watched more carefully by the scientists. Mr. Stockton said very few synths from that section ever escape.
What's life like for a synth in the Institute?
Synths are expected to behave like machines. You await instructions, you execute instructions. You perform basic self-maintenance. Anything else is considered defective. And then the SRB comes.
You mentioned the SRB.
They're the ones that watch us to make sure we're not defective. To make sure we don't run. Synths that get noticed just disappear. I don't know where they go.
Goodbye, H2.
Thank you. You have no idea how nice it is just to talk to someone.
Yeah, enough of this happiness.
Well, of course. Well, take care.
You're welcome. We do all of this to give you a better life.
You really have no idea how much I appreciate all of this.
Soon, we see a man in a leather jacket quickly approaching the church.
Don't shoot. Wanderer, right? And my man Deacon, still with the same old face? What? It's been 3 whole months. You're getting slow.
I keep meaning to go to the face doctor, but who has the time, right?
I heard about you. Walked the Freedom Trail, cleared out Switchboard. Glad you joined the team.
You here to pick up a package?
Yeah, I'm here for the package. Speaking of which,
Moonlight's burning. We have to go.
I need a moment.
It's nice to meet you.
Honor's all mine. Let's take a look at our friend.
Do you have a Geiger counter?
Right you are. Mine is in the shop. All good? Now, let's take a look at our friend. Hey, you okay?
A little rattled, but I've never been better. The other man, he said I shouldn't talk too much.
He told you right, H2. You'll need a real name and a new face, but we'll get to that. Oh, listen. There's more than raiders behind me. Afraid we need a little more help.
More raiders. Not a problem.
You headquarter heavies mean business.
You're supposed to take it from here.
Too much activity on the route, and I ain't a heavy like you.
What do you mean a new face?
We gotta file off the serial numbers on new arrivals. Make it hard for the Institute to find them. Most sense going for a brand new set of memories as well. You know, for that extra protection and all. But first, we gotta get them to safety.
What type of help?
We need to get to Ticonderoga's safe house, my home. A lot of sense fresh off the boat crashed there until we smuggled them out of the Commonwealth.
You do anything else there?
Most of what we do is look after the new guys. They usually got a million questions, so I try and answer as best I can. We got some of our own questions too, about the Institute and whatnot. Agents sometimes drop by to lay low if the bad guys are on their tail. Never a dull moment.
Nice that you're willing to do that for us.
Yeah, I'm working off sands from misspent youth.
Let's get this over with. All right, Ticonderoga, here we come.
I'll lead the way.
Where that high-rise runs off, we get some affinity with Deacon if we choose the option to use the railroad countersign. For all his joking around, at the end of the day, Deacon likes to play things by the book. Also, one of the dialogue options we had back there was for Nate to say, "This isn't an ice cream social, let's get a move on." Which is a really weird reference because, first of all, in this post-apocalyptic universe, no one has ice cream socials. So this is clearly a pre-war reference that only someone from before the war would make. And secondly, it tells us that ice cream socials must have been a big thing in pre-war America, because our first reference to ice cream socials was in Fallout 3 during the Point Lookout DLC. We found a disaster relief outpost terminal, and in the terminal entry when they were talking about protecting yourself from the new plague, they said that one of the most common places for people to catch the new plague was during ice cream socials. Nate here is inadvertently telling us that before the war, ice cream socials happened a lot. They were commonplace. So yeah, perfect vectors for catching the new plague. High-rise leads us down the street. Eventually, we run into a small group of raiders.
Keep your eye out for the rail signs. Besides the goodie bags, tourists and agents have left valuable intel.
Oh, gosh, yeah. This whole place is like a bad dream.
At last, we arrive at a skyscraper, which must be Ticonderoga.
And we're here. All in a night's work for you agent types.
So, is this a normal operation?
More than I'd like. Sometimes I can sneak our friends through all by my lonesome. But other times it's like the damn raiders are holding a convention. Working with you made it a whole lot easier.
I'm not here for chit-chat.
To the point then.
I didn't sign up to babysit your ass.
Sorry to impose, but hey, it's all our jobs to look after sense, right?
Just part of the service.
I think I'm gonna like you even more than Glory. If you ever need grub, bullets, or just a power nap, take the elevator up to Ticon. The house is yours. And Deacon, try not to give the rookie too much shit. Deacon may be a terrible liar, but it always pays to have him on your side. Later.
And with that, High-Rise and H-222 head to the elevator and enter Ticonderoga. This safe house Ticonderoga is named after Fort Ticonderoga in the real world. Fort Ticonderoga is an 18th century star fort built by the French. The word Ticonderoga is a Native American Iroquois word meaning between two waterways, the two waterways being Lake Champlain and Lake George. It had roles in the French and Indian War, the Revolutionary War, and it changed hands a number of times between the French, the Americans, and the British. Ticonderoga as a fort was notable for being, well, bad. It was too small for the style of fort it was trying to be. It was only about 500 feet wide and could only hold 400 soldiers. The buildings on the inside were too tall, making them susceptible to cannon fire, but the biggest flaw is that the fort was built on lowlands surrounded by taller hills, which meant that besiegers who were atop these hills could simply fire down into it. And indeed, in 1777, when the British attacked the fort, that's exactly what happened. They took the hills above it, and even though the Continental Army was inside of it, they abandoned the fort because it was no longer safe. So this safe house is named after a fort that wasn't really safe. I certainly hope that isn't foreshadowing. Now at this point we could leave, but we can also use this opportunity to explore the safe house Ticonderoga. It's really the only functional safe house that we have an opportunity to explore, aside from the Mercer safe house. Heading up the elevator, we find a few railroad agents.
Ticon's one of the few places I feel safe. Nice job with H2.
And ghouls? What? Okay, that's not supposed to happen. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I tried this again, and I didn't get swarmed by ghouls from the elevator. I don't even have any mods installed on this playthrough, so yeah, I have absolutely no idea what that was, but if things go according to plan, we arrive in Ticonderoga, we don't get swarmed by ghouls, and we can explore the place. Of note, there's a Fat Man launcher sitting on a crate underneath the staircase, and we're free to take anything we find lying around. There is a rubble ramp leading downstairs, but before heading downstairs, we can take the staircase in the middle of the room to explore what's upstairs. There's a cap stash on a dresser at this mezzanine level, and then we find two elevated rooms to the right and to the left. Heading to the right first, we find a barracks. We can sleep in either of these beds, and there's some minor loot in this room. Heading to the floating room on the other side, we find a hallway with a number of rooms flanking it. In one we find an armor and weapons workbench. Incidentally, there's a mini-nuke lying on a crate here. We find a Fat Man launcher and a mini-nuke up here. Something to bear in mind for later. Crossing the hall, we pass High-Rise.
Thanks again. Commonwealth ain't safe at night.
And in this room we find a chemistry station and a chem box. At the end of the hall, we find a room to the right that has a copy of Guns and Bullets on a desk.
Hell yeah.
You've collected an issue of Guns and Bullets. Guide to Hunting Commies. Ballistic weapons permanently do 5% critical damage. Back to the hallway, and at the end of it, we find a room to the left. Here we find an expert-locked terminal, and it's set to own. We'll get in trouble if we're caught hacking this. There's a stealth boy on a shelf above the bed, and if we want to risk it, we can hack the terminal. Property of High-Rise. Inside we find two entries. In the first, tourist reports, the gentleman, maintaining loose surveillance, nothing new. That's gotta be Old Man Stockton. Big Cheese, being very careful, interactions with Red are suspicious. Strange hours being kept, definitely abnormal behavior. Separate report will be filed. Snowbird, breadcrumbs in place. Need Snowbird's codename from HQ. Would make it easier to track movements. I got a theory. Tangerine, wanna call it quits here. Relapse of chem addiction. All abnormalities explained. Almost certainly not an infiltrator. Jukebox, well positioned. Plays it close to the vest. Confirmed 2 switchboard agents were there before lights out. may be dangerous to dig deeper. Suggest we avoid. And finally, Camper, going to backup D. Camper's daughter is gone. All the signs point to an enemy job. Spoiling for revenge. Possible suicide risk. Need to move fast. We need new agents. I'm at a loss as to the true identities of these tourists. My guess at the gentleman being Stockton is just that, a guess. It could be that the camper is Old Man Stockton, because we learned from the quest at Covenant that Old Man Stockton lost his daughter. You can learn more about that by watching my video on Covenant here. Additionally, his codename is Camper, and Old Man Stockton camps at Bunker Hill. However, High Rise thinks that Camper is a possible suicide risk, and we didn't get that vibe from Old Man Stockton. Big Cheese could be Hancock, because he is the Big Cheese of Good Neighbor, and he does have close interactions with Fahrenheit, who is a redhead. Could Fahrenheit be red? The only problem with this is that High Rise talks about him suspiciously, but John Hancock is clearly not in the Institute's pay. Tangerine could be Cricket, for no other reason than that Cricket is clearly on chems, though we learned from the Institute terminals that she was an Institute informant. So could Cricket be working both as an Institute informant and as a railroad tourist? Highly unlikely, but that's my best guess. And Jukebox could be Travis Miles. And if he is a tourist, then yeah, he is indeed playing it really close to the vest. However, the terminal also says that two of the switchboard agents met with Jukebox before the switchboard was raided by the Institute. Travis was not listed as an Institute informant in the Institute terminal entries, so I don't know. And I have absolutely no guess about Snowbird. If you have any theories as to the true identities of the rest of these tourists, let me know in the comments section below. And the next one, saved messages. HQ, don't get me wrong, G gets results, but this close to Origin, we don't always need things shot to pieces. D's too busy, and besides, with all the nearby activity, I need a real heavy. What about TW? Someone new? That last job attracted half of Cambridge to our location. Advise. High Rise is complaining about glorious methods here. He discounted D, Deacon, because Deacon was too busy focusing on us. He then suggested TW, which must have been Tommy Whispers. So this was written before the loss of the switchboard. That's it for the top level. We can now take the rubble ramp to the floor below. Immediately to the right, we find an advanced locked wall safe with ammunition inside. There's a door to the right of the staircase that leads to a small supply closet with a first aid kit inside. And here we find a window overlooking the Commonwealth. It's a great view from up here. Out of this room and turning left, we find another room with a Vault-Tec lunchbox inside and some minor scrap. There's also a Protectron control terminal here with one Protectron in its charging dock. Again, good to know for later. Heading out, we find a Nuka-Cola machine with a Nuka-Cola inside, and we can take a rubble ramp downstairs to the next level below. Of note, beneath this staircase is a crate with two Nuka-Cola Quantums inside. At the end of the hallway, we find a human skeleton lying on the ground. We can turn right or left. Heading left for now, we can open a bathroom door. We find some buff out in a sink. Turning back around, we pass H222.
Yeah, I'm glad to be off the streets.
Hey, H2.
Is this the sort of place people live?
And we can explore this final room over here. There's not much here, but a rubble ramp leading down to a further floor below. We see some windows in the eastern wall leading to a room with an end-of-dungeon steamer trunk inside, but we can't get in there from here. Instead, we need to turn around west and open this door to explore a room on the other side of an open security door. Here we find a door that leads to a long hallway. Behind one door in this hallway is a large toolbox. At the end of the hallway are a variety of rooms leading to a broken floor that we can use to drop down to the room below. But if we don't drop down and skirt this ledge a bit, we can get on the other side of that security door where we saw the end of dungeon steamer trunk. Inside the trunk is a bunch of ammunition. With this floor explored, we can drop down the hole. This level has a number of containers where we can take advantage of the Scrounger perk, and then a hallway lined with more rooms. Each of these rooms has a number of containers, nothing terribly interesting. There's a Nuka-Cola machine with Nuka-Cola inside, and at the end of the hall is one room with a terminal and a safe. Both the terminal and the safe are locked with expert locks. If we hack the terminal, we find an option to disengage the lock on the safe. And inside the safe, we find ammunition. At the end of the hall is a terminal that we can use to unlock a door leading back outside. On the other side of the door, we arrive at the top of a staircase. And taking the staircase down, we arrive at the ground floor of Ticonderoga, right next to the elevators. With that, we complete Boston after dark, and we can head back to the railroad to see what they have next for us. And we'll pick up right here where I leave off in my next episode. I publish new lore videos each and every week on my channel, so if you don't want to miss the next one, be sure to subscribe and to click that bell notification button. If you have already, but you still feel like you're missing out on YouTube notifications, consider following me on Twitter at Oxhorn. I update Twitter manually with every new piece of content that I publish. I have a merch shop with completely unique designs that you can't find anywhere else. My designs come on shirts in a variety of men's, women's, and children's sizes, and in a wide array of colors. You can find them on other products as well, like smartphone cases, pillows, posters, mugs, stickers, prints, etc. So if interested, you can find a link to my shop in the description below, or you can click here. If you like what I do and you want to support me in another way, consider becoming a patron on Patreon or a member here on YouTube. YouTube members get little badges that appear next to their names in the comment sections of my videos, and they can use ox emojis in my video comments and in the live chats of my live streams. You can also consider giving me a super thanks on this video. Your super thanks directly contribute to the production of this series. But more than anything, I'm just so glad you're here watching this video with me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with more brand new videos and more live streams.
Have a care. Odds are very good you're walking into something nasty.
In our last episode, we helped escort escapee H-222 to the Ticonderoga safe house. We can then go about completing railroad radiant side quests for a while, until one day when we arrive back at the railroad headquarters, Desdemona takes us aside.
We've got an emergency. Glory spotted a courser near Dayton Safe House.
Another courser? Oh man, our number may already be up.
Normally, we go to ground at the first sign of a courser. We hide deep, we hide long, until we know we're safe. But we can't abandon your infiltration of the Institute. So we're staying.
All that? Did you spot a single courser?
It sounds extreme, but we've paid dearly for that bit of wisdom. Every time a courser is spotted, death and destruction follows.
Sounds like we're screwed.
You've been talking to Pam, haven't you? We have no choice, so we press on.
Can I lend a hand?
Yes.
Go on.
It gets worse. Ticonderoga Safe House has gone dark, and I need you to check it out. Hopefully this is a milk run. But if you do find a courser there, kill it. If there's no survivors, then your cover remains intact.
Is this really worth risking my cover?
Glory needs to evacuate Dayton, and you're the only other heavy we have. And if we don't use you now, soon there won't be any railroad left.
I could be walking straight into a trap.
That's a distinct possibility. Here's hoping they're just late checking in. Good luck.
I'll take care of it.
Get to it then.
I'll head out.
Good luck. Glory, pick your team.
I could use the dock. Mr. Smiley, too.
Done. Grab anything you need from Tinker Tom.
Anything?
It's not open season yet, but take what you need.
Oh, I will.
Everyone, we may have to evac on a moment's notice. Stay alert.
With that, we begin the quest Operation Ticonderoga. So a courser was spotted outside of Dayton, and Glory seems to already be aware of it.
I traded some lead with a courser outside Dayton. Watch your six out there.
If Tycon falls, we'll be running out of places to hide since...
She heads out to go make sure the Dayton safe house is okay, but we need to check on Ticonderoga, which has recently gone dark. Could a courser have found it? If so, we can only hope that High Rise and H222 got out in time. Heading to Ticonderoga, we can take the elevator upstairs, and upon stepping out, we discover...
Intruder identified. This is a restricted area. Your arrival wasn't in the mission briefing. This irregularity will be reported to Justin Ayo.
They're already here. Now, we could attack.
You can't report anything if you're dead.
Cut the power. Now! We should never have trusted an outsider.
In which case, the courser and every synth here immediately turns hostile. Or we could try to talk our way out of it.
I didn't mean to stumble into your operation. Just a coincidence.
Explanation deemed improbable. Leave this area immediately.
We could try passing a yellow charisma check, and if we fail...
You know who I am, so tell me, what are you doing here?
You are not authorized for that information.
But if we succeed...
Intelligence indicated this is a railroad base. Perimeter breached and all hostiles eliminated. Currently maintaining surveillance.
Or we can pass a more difficult orange charisma check, and if we fail...
The SRB sent me to check on you. See if you need help.
Your explanation is insufficient. If it is found to be untrue, expect severe consequences. Leave this area immediately.
But if we succeed...
Mission proceeding according to plan. Ambush set for railroad targets. Prepared to reclaim any synths they possess. Use the stairs to leave. The elevator's been disabled by the second unit.
No matter which option we choose, the only one that turns them immediately hostile is if we attack. But as we just learned, they disabled the elevator by a second courser unit, which must be downstairs or outside. Because we're a member of the Institute, they let us explore the tower freely for a bit. However, as I started to descend the tower, even after passing either of the charisma checks, once I reached a level with a machine gun turret on it...
Movement detected. Curious.
It opened fire, and then all of the synths did as well. This doesn't make sense within the context of this quest, because if we pass a charisma check, we should be able to walk away unscathed. However, it does make sense from a railroad perspective, because it is a bit too much of a coincidence for us to appear here without knowing that the Institute had a mission here. If word of our arrival here got back to anyone at the Institute, they would know that we're still working with the railroad. However, by choosing the non-violent options, it gives us a brief moment to loot the Fat Man launcher and the mini-nuke on this upper level, which gives us an upper hand. And as we explore, we stumble upon the bodies of railroad agents, including the corpse of High Rise.
I don't have a weak stomach, but damn.
I went through each and every one of these bodies, but we only find High Rise and nameless railroad agents. We don't find H2. Could he have escaped? At the end of the day, our only path forward is to kill everything here.
Combat initiated.
Let's see if they left anything useful for us. Suddenly I regret eating that mole rat. Something Shakespearean of death and your inevitable doom is gone. Back before I met you, I'd go whole days without massacre.
Statistically speaking, your survival is improbable. Commencing.
Dull day, right? Tell your friends, you dead bastard. We'll be there,
When we reach the bottom of Ticonderoga, we can use the terminal to unlock the door and step outside. But as we learned from X927, there's another courser on the ground floor guarding the elevator.
Is someone present?
I heard something.
There you are.
Well, howdy there.
There's no talking our way out of this one, and limited options to stealth away. We're trapped in this corridor, pinned by a nameless Institute courser. But with much persistence and a lot of healing, we finally eliminate it. Ticonderoga is bust. High-Rise is dead. And H-222 is missing. What an abject failure! Heading back to the railroad headquarters, we can check in with Desdemona and share the bad news.
The importance of Bunker Hill and our asset there is not widely known. Please keep it that way.
Ticonderoga was wiped out by coursers. No survivors.
They got high-rise too, Des.
All hands lost? God damn it, that's not the news I wanted to hear. Now we're in a race. Can we free the synths before the Institute wipes us out?
Shouldn't we just hide instead?
It's only a matter of time before the Institute burns your cover. We only have one chance at this, so burying our heads in the sand isn't an option.
There must be some way to slow them down.
All non-essential operations have already been shut down. Unless we abandon the synths we've pledged to protect, there's nothing more we can do.
So your idea is to sacrifice everyone. That plan sticks.
The plan is to save as many synths as possible. And this is what everyone signed on for.
We've survived this far. We'll make it to the end.
Here's hoping. With Tycon down, we're short-handed. If you could spare time from your primary mission, the others could probably use some help.
She doesn't give us an update on Dayton, and we see Glory here in railroad headquarters, so that must mean that Dayton is still okay.
I iced the coursers before they found Dayton. This time, at least.
High-Rise was a good man. So many good men.
It seems like no matter how hard we try, the railroad just keeps failing and failing. Desdemona is right. We need to get all of the synths out of the Institute as quickly as possible before the railroad loses anything else. And what happened to H2? Will we ever learn his fate? To find out, tune into my next episode. I publish new lore videos each and every week on this channel, so if you don't want to miss it, be sure to subscribe and to click that bell notification button. If you have already but you still feel like you're missing out on YouTube notifications, consider following me on Twitter @Oxhorn. I update Twitter manually with every new piece of content that I publish. I have a merch shop with completely unique designs that you can't find anywhere else. My designs come on shirts in a variety of men's, women's, and children's sizes, and in a wide array of colors. You can find them on other products as well, like smartphone cases, pillows, posters, mugs, stickers, prints, etc. So if interested, you can find a link to my shop in the description below, or you can click here. If you like what I do and you want to support me in another way, consider becoming a patron on Patreon or a member here on YouTube. YouTube members get little badges that appear next to their names in the comment sections of my videos, and they can use ox emojis in my video comments and in the live chats of my live streams. As YouTube continues to evolve their algorithm, your memberships and super thanks are becoming increasingly important. So if you like what I do here, subscribe, become a member, and send me a super thanks. Your contributions go directly to the production of this series. But more than anything, I'm just so glad you're here watching this video with me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with the next episode in the full story of Fallout 4. last episode, the Institute found the Ticonderoga safe house. They left no survivors. We found the bodies of High Rise and a number of railroad agents, but we didn't find the body of H222. Did the Institute retrieve him, or did he manage to escape? Upon arriving back at railroad headquarters, we learn that Pam wants to talk with us.
Pam wants to talk with you. She's in back.
And upon getting back there, we find Desdemona and Carrington.
Calculating. Institute presence increases odds of detection of all northern routes by 52%.
52%. That's prohibitively dangerous.
Wanderer, how do you feel about getting thrown back into the fire?
Is it that bad?
Potentially catastrophic.
Tell me about the job.
We're still working that out.
Doesn't anyone else work around here?
You sound just like Glory.
I'm on a first-name basis with fire.
You're in the right line of work, then. We've hit a snag with Dr. Amari. You've dealt with her before, but you may not know the vital role she plays in our organization. Synths are supposed to go to the memory den. The doctor gives them a new set of memories, then they move out. But her latest patient is stuck there. The runner's route has been compromised, and we're looking for options.
Why do synths get new memories?
The mind job is voluntary. Each synth has his or her own reasons for opting in. Most do it to avoid being captured. A synth knows nothing about our world. There's dozens of ways they could slip up and draw attention to themselves.
We should clear the original route.
That's what Carrington's been saying all along.
Just find another route.
Finding a route that's safe from the Institute and all the other dangers isn't easy. From a given location, we're lucky if we have a handful. And so far, none of our options out of Good Neighbor work.
Well, tell me about the options.
We're trying to come up with another route that leads to the proper destination. Maybe... Pam, what if we reroute through Lexington?
The switchboard is a nexus of Institute activity. Odds of detection increase exponentially with proximity to the nexus.
In English, Pam.
She means we can't run ops anywhere remotely near Switchboard. The Gen 1s blocking the original route have to go.
Why is killing them our plan B?
Excellent question.
Assaulting an entrenched Institute position is always risky. I don't want to put one of our top agents in harm's way unless it's necessary.
Desdemona makes the call, not you, Carrington.
If she chooses to abandon reason, you're right. I can't stop her.
Enough.
I think the doctor's right.
You see? Even he agrees with me.
Enough.
Just tell me what to do.
I don't see a way out of this. We do it your way, Carrington. Go to Dr. Amari and tell her rerouting isn't possible. You're there to clear the route for one last run. There's a lot at stake here, so get the job done.
It's like the whole operation is going up in flames all around us. We've got to clear a safe route so that Dr. Amari's synths can get out of the Commonwealth. Heading to Good Neighbor, we can move into the memory den. There we find Dr. Amari waiting just behind Irma.
You're the contact H222 is talking about? Just when I thought one person could only experience so much danger in their life. The patient is resting right now. Were you hoping to say goodbye? I don't advise it. He's far past remembering anything about his old life.
The synth is H2. He managed to get out of Tychon. The Institute must have hit Tychon just after H2 left for the memory den.
Give him many good memories? Meetings with sexy strangers, that kind of thing?
It's a memory wipe, not a fantasy machine. His new world is very mundane and very normal. Nothing that would draw suspicion.
He doesn't remember anything?
I'm very thorough. His new life started in a small homestead near Roxbury. That's all he knows now. While you can talk to him, no amount of coaxing can reverse the process. He won't remember you, and he never will.
I didn't get a chance to say goodbye.
He talked quite a bit about you before I administered the anesthetic. I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity.
I'm not here to talk, Doctor. I'm here to get the job done.
Then what's the plan for getting H2 out of here?
Can't he just stay here?
Out of the question. You people were the ones who explained to me that the railroad is about movement. That's what keeps you alive. Having a recently escaped synth stay too long in one place is a death sentence for all of us.
You don't need to know the details. Just tell me about the original route.
I understand. It's Malden Metro Center.
The plan? Kill everything in my way. That's the plan.
Glad you thought this through. But I don't suppose we have many other options. Malden Metro Center. That's where your problem is.
We have to use the original route. There's no other way.
That's the plan? I thought your people valued discretion. But fine. I won't argue. The Malden Metro Center is where you need to go. All the Gen 1s there need to be gone, understand? All of them. I'm leaving H222 and his future in your hands. Once he's gone, we never had this conversation. He was never here. Before you leave, take the holotape on the table. It's a personal message for your ears only.
Lying on a nearby table, we find a holotape. Goodbye from H222.
The doctor said I could say goodbye. I've decided to have the operation. I know I'll lose all my memories. I don't want you to be sad. I have nightmares. And this world, the SRB, being hunted, I just can't handle it. Everyone says I'll be safer if I start a new life. I know I'll be happier. My only regret is I'll forget Old Man Stockton, High Rise, and you. Looking back, there's only fear, worse than fear. But I will miss my new friends.
It's time, H2.
Thanks.
And here, sitting on the couch, is H2. But his memory is already gone.
Who are you? Hey, stay back.
And his accent has changed.
The doc said I got some sort of contagious disease or something. I'm under quarantine. I don't know what I got. I just woke up here. Wherever here is. As soon as the doctor says it's safe, I'm leaving.
The synth we knew as H2 is gone. But this guy is here, and we can keep him safe. According to Dr. Mari, the route goes through Malden Center, which is swarming with super mutants and mutant hounds. This is really the safest route? Okay. After fighting through the mutants and the hounds, we arrive at Malden Center, only to find a familiar face.
Wait. We got assigned the same damn job? With all our compartmentalization bullshit, this sort of shit happens. You got the job from the good neighbor side. I got it from Griswold's safe house.
How's this sort of thing happen?
So Griswold's got trouble, and they send a cryptic note to HQ. Send in the big guns. And on the other side, the doctor's got troubles too. So she sends in her own damn cryptic note. And then comes the comedy.
Maybe we should send for more backup.
Drag that candy-ass Carrington out here too. I'd pay to see that.
Then they're just wasting my time.
Don't you know it?
That's the price we pay for security.
Don't tell me you buy into that crap. Sheesh. Well, since we're both here, what do you say the two heavies join forces and rock the heavens a little? Gives me a chance to see what you and Deacon really get up to in the field.
Usually it's spa days and macrame, but hey, I'm up for some mayhem.
You got any details on the op?
They barely told me where the hell I was supposed to go.
Now, we could send her packing.
I don't need the help.
Hey, if you got this covered, all yours. Been ages since I had some downtime. Just don't get yourself killed, okay?
Or we can join forces.
It's up to you.
Then let's show them how it's done.
Let's do this, Glory.
You lead the way, my friend.
We both got assigned to the same op. I suppose in an organization like the Railroad, where communication is so secretive, something like this is bound to happen. But we haven't spent much time with Glory. This is a great opportunity to work with her. The three of us can head inside Malden Center.
My Griswold boys gave me nothing about this place. All I know is Malden Center's hot.
Malden Center is hot with sense. As soon as we get down the escalator, we see them waiting for us.
Offline.
Moving forward, we find a red door to the right that's barred from the other side. So turning around, we can move down a staircase.
Oh, hell. Gen 1s. Man, if it's gotta be done. But can we just, I don't know, chase them off?
That's right. Glory doesn't like killing Gen 1s. She's the member of the Railroad who believes that all synths, including the clearly robotic ones, are people. But they're standing in our way and actively attacking us, so even she helps us with this fight. On the train platform, we have even more synths to destroy.
Is someone present?
And while we tried to go with subtlety and stealth, Glory just runs in with her minigun. Alright, so this isn't a stealth mission. Noted.
Big mistake. You're going down.
Shutting down.
You
Please
think
stand
that is
still.
going to stop me? You think that is going to...
I cannot allow these attacks to continue.
That's how you do it.
It looks like Malden Center was recently a raider hideout. We find raider bodies littering the ground here and there. Presumably these synths recently moved in looking for runaway synths and killed the raiders here.
Looks like the poor little raiders got their clocks cleaned by the Gen 1s. Kind of a win-win situation for our team.
My thoughts exactly, Glory. Exploring this raider den, we find some chems, some food. There's an advanced locked door against a northern wall with some food and water and a terminal. Food storage terminal. Inside we find two options. In the first inventory update, looks like we're pretty well stocked on canned food for right now. The last raid on a caravan seemed to have paid off. Water supply is good. A few rads ain't gonna hurt anyone. As usual, we're running low on liquor and beer. I convinced everyone to hold off on the partying so we can keep all the clear liquors for medical purposes next time someone gets shot or needs a limb taken off. Brown liquors are still fair game, so no one seemed to complain. I've got to say, we've made a good little life for ourselves down here. It beats getting scorched to death back by those nut jobs in Saugus, that's for damn sure. So long as no one pisses off our mean green neighbors up in West Everett, I think we could make a go of it down here. He's complaining about the super mutants at the West Everett Estates? I mean, there were some right outside Malden. They're a bit closer. And the next one, Gus, read this. You stinking bad jerk person. I will not tell you again. I come down here and find us low on dog food, I will put a bullet in that empty skull of yours. I know you're the one eating it, you stinking moron. No one else eats that crap as long as we got other food. I should have left you to rot when I found you, Gus. Don't you ever forget that. Wait, Gus likes dog food? I suppose in this post-apocalypse you can develop a taste for anything. So these guys were raiders who worked with the crew at Saugus Iron Works. But they were sick of the flames and decided to make their own home. Bad for them, the Institute decided to raid it. We find a Fat Man launcher at the end of these tracks, a novice-locked suitcase with clothing and armor inside, a Protectron terminal, but the Protectron is destroyed. It's not in its charging dock. Next to this is a broken door with a chem cooler inside, and in the next restroom we find Jet in the sink.
You are one ass-kicking machine. And Deacon, you ain't so bad either.
Well, I aims to please.
Really? Since when?
Thank you, Glory. I'll take the compliment. There's a tripwire protecting this back area. It's connected to a makeshift bomb, and behind the counter we find a cap stash and some jet. After looting some bobby pins by a cash register, we can move west. At the end of this hallway, we find a synth. We can try to take him out from distance. Sorry, Glory. We're gonna go in quietly for now. Looks like this pathway leads to even more synths, but I wanted to see what was at the end of the track. So moving inside the ruined train cars, we can loot some chems, say hello to the skeleton of the engineer, open a couple of containers, loot a cap stash, and listen to more of Glory's sophisticated musings.
Oh, I always get lost in places like this. Why can't the bad guys be in one place? Clustered together real tight. Boom.
If only it were that easy, Glory. At the end of the tracks, we hear synths, but it's kind of dark and it's kind of dusty. They can't see us, but we can just pick out their silhouette. machine gun turret nearby. Creeping onto this platform, we can disarm a laser gun trap connected to a symbol-collecting monkey. But peering down the end of this tracks, we don't see anything else. The turret must be in an adjoining room. Well, this is a dead end, so heading back to the train, and again moving to the platform, we can navigate behind this other room where at last we find the machine gun turret. After looting a few containers here, we find ourselves on the other side of an advanced locked door. Peering through, we see that this is a room that we shot into when we shot down the hallway. And I'd rather not pick a door, so heading back to the other side, we can creep into the room instead of having to pick the advanced locked door. Looks like the synth we killed in here was the only one. So after looting the room, we can open an elevator door and take the elevator down to the ground floor. Stepping out of the elevator cautiously, we see a bunch of synths in this room. Poor Glory probably feels like a third wheel right now, but hey, we're getting the job done. We find an ammo canister on a push cart in this room, a couple of containers, and a fusion core and a fusion generator. After looting the dead and unlocking a novice-locked toolbox, we can move through a hole in the wall to find a passage lit with strings of light. Looks like the Raiders were playing a game here. We find teddy bears and bottles on a girder, and next to us, a bin filled with baseballs. We tried to pick one up and throw it. That wasn't very good. The Raiders here, of course, are dead. We can loot the bodies and a nearby duffel bag, and then move down the staircase and through the doorway to creep down a hallway, whereupon we find more dead Raiders. Soon, we hear gunfire coming from a neighboring room. Peering around a corner, we find synths attacking Raiders. So the synths literally just arrived. They fought their way through half of the facility and are still in the process of cleaning it out. Moving into the room, we can engage both the synths and the Raiders. I tried to pick a few off, but Glory wasn't having any of it. She stands in the doorway with her minigun and just lays into them.
No life signs detected.
And that's it for the Gen 1s. Looks like the synths killed the remaining Raiders before we could even enter the room. There are a lot of synths and Raider corpses here. Looks like this was the primary Raider hive.
Generally a fan of being underground, but Malden's got a lot of bad sightlines.
This train terminal is filled with an assortment of shack buildings. There's a lot of loot to be had. Of note, in one of the train cars, we find a copy of Tumblers Today.
Bingo.
Locksmith Certification Special. Pass with flying colors. Lockpicking is permanently easier. If we cleared this place before the quest, then of course we'd have randomized Raiders here. But if this is our first time here, the Raider band is led by a boss named Helter Skelter, possibly named after a Beatles song or a British fairground attraction. But he doesn't carry any interesting loot. After scouring every square inch of this place for each and every piece of loot, and of course looting the end of dungeon steamer trunk, we can head through a door in the southern wall, bathed in bright white light. This leads to a small room with another elevator inside. After looting the lockers and stepping into the elevator, Glory takes us aside.
And Malden is secure. I'll tell Griswold the package is incoming. It's been a goddamn pleasure. Even you, D-Man.
So, group hug? Yes? No?
Always the comedian.
Finally, it's over.
I guess I overstayed my welcome.
The pleasure was all mine.
Aw, now I'm going to cry.
See you later.
If everything runs like it's supposed to, our paths shouldn't cross again in the world. But knowing how pear-shaped things go, I'll see you around.
Deacon steps into the elevator, but Glory stays down here. Presumably she's heading off to Griswold, perhaps back the way we came. At the top of the elevator shaft, we loot a Nuka-Cola machine, and we find ourselves on the other end of that chained red door. So, heading up the escalator, we can head back out to the Commonwealth and make our way back to Railroad Headquarters. At last, we've got some good news to share.
The route's been cleared. H222 is safe to move.
I know. I already got an earful from Glory about Malden. Operational security is worth the occasional crossed one. Anyway, Amari reports H-222 made it out safely.
Anything else I need to do?
No. You've bought us time to find a new route out of the memory den.
I was hoping for more than a pat on the back.
Fair point.
It was good to help out H2 again.
Looks like he has a guardian angel.
Then it all worked out.
The crisis is over for now. Take this. You've earned it.
With that, we complete Memory Interrupted, and we get a Railroad Stealth Boy. Taking a look at this item in our inventory, we see that it has a striking resemblance to Carrington's prototype. And piecing the two together, we realize that the prototype we retrieved from the switchboard was the prototype for the Railroad Stealth Boy. Completing this quest is the only way to get our hands on the Railroad Stealth Boy. The only difference between this and the regular Stealth Boy is that the stealth field it generates lasts 10 seconds longer, 40 seconds instead of the regular Stealth Boy's 30 seconds. Additionally, the Railroad Stealth Boy has no activation animation, which means that in a pinch, we can turn it on faster than a regular Stealth Boy, and it lasts longer. After completing this quest, Tinker Tom will occasionally sell these in his inventory. A bit later, Desdemona tells us that H-222 made it out.
H-222 made it out of the Commonwealth. It's a tradition to down a glass for your first successful run. Well done.
At last, our work is producing some positive results. High-Rise may have sacrificed his life. We might have lost an entire safe house, but at least we saved the life of H2, if not his mind. We've got a little break for now. We can continue working with the Institute, trying to stay in cover, but soon, very soon, I'm sure, Desdemona will have something new for us. I publish new Fallout videos each and every week on my channel, so if you don't want to miss what that might be sure to subscribe and to click that bell notification button. If you feel like you have already, but you're still not getting YouTube notifications, consider following me on Twitter @Oxhorn. I update Twitter manually with every new piece of content that I publish. I'm happy to announce my brand new Ox plushie is available for pre-order. It'll be shipping at the end of Q1 2024, but stock is limited. If you want to get your hands on one of these Oxhorn plushies, now's the time to do it. You can find a link to my plushie in the description below. Additionally, I've got a shirt shop with completely unique designs that you can't find anywhere else. My designs come on shirts in a variety of men's, women's, and children's sizes, and in a wide array of colors. You can find them on other products as well, like smartphone cases, pillows, posters, mugs, stickers, prints, etc. So if interested, you can find a link to my shop in the description below, or you can click here. If you like what I do and you want to support me in another way, consider becoming a patron on Patreon or a member here on YouTube. YouTube members get little badges that appear next to their names in the comment sections of my videos, and they gain access to Ox emojis that they can use in my video comments and in the live chats of my live streams. But more than anything, I'm just so glad you're here watching this video with me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with the next episode in the full story of Fallout 4.
What the hell is that? I get to that crash site. Even if it means Tinker gets to say, I told you so.
In our last episode, we worked with Glory to clear Malden Center so that H-222 could escape the Commonwealth. The Institute destroyed the Ticonderoga safe house, but at least we saved H2. Heading back to the railroad headquarters, Dr. Carrington pulls us aside.
The H222 situation appears to have been resolved satisfactorily, but there's yet more to be done. Since the fall of the switchboard, we've ascertained the fate of all but 2 safe houses. I want you to check on Augusta.
The safe houses are in trouble too? I thought only the switchboard was attacked.
The Institute didn't content itself with just destroying our headquarters. No. They launched simultaneous strikes on all we hold dear. Herkimer and Allen's safe houses are both confirmed kills. Many fear Augusta will be added to that list.
How bad did the Institute hurt us, Doc?
Frankly, we're lucky there's a railroad left at all. I don't remember a time our numbers have been so few. But the mission carries on.
You're not my boss.
Until we know the butcher's bill from the Institute's assault, all agents report to me, including you.
Tell me about Augusta. I'll get it done.
Details await at the dead drop. Have a care. Odds are very good you're walking into something nasty.
That we begin the quest Butcher's Bill. And despite seemingly working on nothing but safe houses this entire time, the sole survivor has a lot of dialogue as if safe houses are new to him. Herkimer and Allen are kaput. Ticonderoga is kaput. Randolph was abandoned. Glory exchanged lead outside of Dayton, but so far Dayton is okay. That leaves Stanwix, Griswold, and our safe house Mercer as the only safe houses we know are still active, and so we head to the Augusta safe house to see whether the Institute has destroyed it as well. To find the location of the Augusta safe house, we have to find a dead drop. This dead drop is right outside the Super Duper Mart. And inside, we find the Augusta report.
Augusta is still dark. Location enclosed. Exercise extreme caution.
A nameless railroad agent gives us the location of the Augusta safe house. After winding through the ruins of Cambridge, we find that the Augusta safe house is in the ruins of Kendall Hospital. Heading inside, we don't see any railroad agents. We don't immediately see any signs of violence. This large entry room has a few boxes and a little bit of loot. We find a door in the southern wall, locked with a novice-locked terminal. After hacking it and opening the door, we see that the path is blocked. A shelf has fallen over and we can't get through this way. Instead, we can turn around and open a door to the southwest. Inside this room, we find a closed red door to the left and an open door directly in front of us. And through the door, we see raiders. Oh no! After taking this guy out, we see a huge fire in the middle of this atrium floor. There are bodies lying on the fire. Could those be railroad agents? Moving into the next room.
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick.
The raiders have fully moved in. We find Buffout and Jet near to this raider, but with this room explored, we can continue to explore the perimeter of this lower atrium level. We've been pretty stealthy so far. We'll see how long we can keep it up. A few more raiders begin to walk around, completely oblivious to the fact that we're here murdering them.
I'll find you.
I don't know. Jumping in shadows.
Yeah.
Got him.
Gotta cut down the jet, I guess. Someone's out there!
Up, but stealth is ruined.
Shoot him! Shoot them all!
Here I was wanting to spend the day reading Proust, and then you had to ruin it. Just die. Another one bites the dust.
Thanks to Deacon's help, these raiders have lost our scent, and we can continue to quietly and carefully explore this lower level. In the ruins of a pharmacy, we find an advanced locked floor safe with ammunition inside. Out of the pharmacy, we find a room to the right with a Protectron inside. The terminal isn't locked, so we can reprogram and activate this Protectron to let it roam around and fight for us. And just in time, more raiders come to see what's been going on.
Your violation of penal code has been noted.
As we let the Protectron deal with them, we find a pile of railroad agent bodies on a pushcart. The Protectron stopped making noise, and we still find one raider alive, so we can finish him off. With that, it looks like we've cleared this lower level. There's a book return terminal here, so if we have any overdue books, we could turn them in here. As we explore, we discover the wreckage of a synth. Which came first, the synth or the raiders? Perhaps the Institute arrived here first, killed all the railroad, and then the raiders came and mopped up the synths. We'll keep our eyes peeled for notes or terminal entries that'll tell us the full story. The bodies burning on the pile in the middle of the room can't be interacted with, so we don't know whose they are, but it's likely that they belong to railroad agents. With this bottom floor explored, we can take a staircase up to the second floor. Opening a door in the northern wall, we move through a number of ruined hospital rooms. We can loot the wreckage of the turret we destroyed from below, and continuing around, we find more raiders in a southern room.
I'll find you.
We made that look easy.
After killing the raiders, we find an elevator, and just outside, a pushcart with more railroad agents' bodies stuffed inside. Before exploring the elevator, we can move into this room. There's not much here but a barrel on fire and another destroyed synth. Heading out to a balcony, we can loot some jet, a wooden crate, some buff out, and that appears to be it. Our only path forward is to go back to the elevator and take it up to a top floor. We arrive on a platform next to a Nuka-Cola machine. Weaving through these hallways, we find a turret. There's a rubble ramp leading down to a lower platform and a room to the left. Deacon, sorry. Can't surprise me like that, buddy. Moving into this room, we can loot some ammunition and a desk and some caps on a makeshift table. Opening a door here, we can loot the machine gun turret that we destroyed. And this is a dead end, so we have to go downstairs. And it looks like we've entered what was the maternity wing of this hospital. We see cribs through a window to the right, but we can't get into that window. Instead, we have to pass through a broken wall to the south. This leads to a ruined hallway with an elevator shaft we can't access and a bathroom. The bathroom opens up into a kitchen, which is mostly empty, but this allows us to navigate through some broken walls to enter the maternity wing. Here, we find another synth wreckage amongst the cribs. We find knives stabbed into a table next to a bloody handprint. More evidence of raiders, hanging corpses, stabbed with knives. The corpse of a railroad agent on the ground beneath it. Heads and body parts in a sink. Ugh. Through this door, we arrive in a hallway next to blue double doors. There's some psycho on a makeshift barricade, and when ready, we can open the double doors. This puts us on a platform overlooking another large hospital atrium. We can try to be sneaky.
We got fun time incoming.
I'll find you!
Almost got away.
My leg! Ow!
Feel that? It's called fear.
Son of a bitch!
Ed, you hear me?
Don't you die on me!
Whew, we caused some confusion. They never quite knew where we were. That rocket launcher really hurt. The raiders have really moved in and made this ruin their own. The floors of this level have been completely destroyed, but the raiders have erected platforms and walkways, crisscrossing this way and that. Hugging this wall, we go down a ramp to enter one of these ruined rooms. There's an advanced locked blue door to the right. We couldn't pick this, but if we could, It opens into a storage room with a hole in the wall that allows us to skip some of this section. I didn't want to go that way just yet, so turning east, we see that we can drop down to a floor below where we can navigate across this walkway. Before doing that, we can try hugging this wall, where we find a small section with a stretcher and a weapon, but nothing else of interest, and so we can quietly and stealthily cross this walkway. And once there, loot the corpses of the raiders on the other side. From here, we see another raider. We make quick work of him. From here, we see a staircase leading up, but before going up, we can loot some medics on a table on this level, and some psycho in a closet. Then, after looting a bottle cap mine on a shelf and an ammo canister under the stairs, we can take the stairs to this upper level. There are more chems up here as well, and a huge shaft, which apparently they use to stuff bodies into cages and drop the cages to hang above the void below. Through a hole in the wall, we move down a hallway and turn a corner to arrive on another floor. Here we can loot a missile, a wooden crate, and a duffel bag, but there's nowhere else to go. So back to the last room, we can take a staircase down, loot more raiders. Here we find a staircase leading down to another platform to the north, but before heading down there, we see a cap stash hiding on the other side of a red barrel. And instead of taking the staircase down, we can hug this ledge to the left. If we're very careful, we can hop all the way around this ledge to arrive on a room on the opposite end. Here we find a wooden crate, a short syringer rifle leaning against a wall, some cap stash on a tray next to some pre-war money, and a supply room. This is the room on the other side of the advanced locked door that we unlocked earlier. So we've done a big loop. But we now know there's only one way forward. So back along the lip, we can take the staircase down to the next floor below. Weaving through this ruin, we find a room with a bed and a teacher's desk. Inside the desk is the Augusta Station last update holotape. Listening to it in our Pip-Boy.
We are under attack. Repeat, we are under... My God. Listen, Augusta's not gonna make it. They're gonna be here any second. They knew exactly where we were. Help.
But from this holotape, we don't learn who was attacking them. Though I think we can deduce that it was the Institute. He said that they knew exactly where we were. This gives us the impression that it was the Institute who came here first and wiped them out, and it was raiders who came later to finish off the synths and clean up the corpses. In this room is an overdue book and some jet on a bookshelf. We can use the book return terminal on the ground floor to return this overdue book once we finish exploring. Out onto a balcony, we can loot the dead. We see an advanced locked red door here. Before heading through it, we can peer through a window on the other side to see exactly what's in store for us. Lying on a table on the other side of this window is an office key. Hey. Looting the office key, we can go back to the red door and open it without having to pick the lock. But before exploring this room, we can go back to the hallway and get rid of a turret.
Get a grip on yourself.
We saw movement on the other side of the office. Let's see if we can sneak up behind him. Instead of going into the office just yet, we can loot the wreckage of the turret and then go through a blue door into a ruined room that leads to a hallway where we find a raider with his back to us. Oh, but before we could kill him, he moved through a hole in the wall. Let's see if he comes back. Ooh, raider down. But almost immediately, another raider comes to take his spot. Nice, if we just sit here, will they keep on coming? No? Alright then. With these raiders dead, we can now go into the office. This is the room we unlocked with the office key. We find a couple of beds here, an armor workbench, but very little loot. So heading out to the platform where we killed the two raiders, we can loot their bodies. And here we see a walkway leading down to the next level. Carefully creeping down this walkway, we arrive on a platform and can then take a staircase down to the second to last level. Here we find bottle caps and pre-war money on an overturned table, a wooden crate with ammunition and chems inside, and then the only only way forward, aside from jumping down, is to move northwest. There we find a little nook to the left with a chem box inside and 2 ammo crates on the ground. After looting a wooden crate on another crate, you can turn around and open a blue door into a bathroom. But there's nothing here, so with the bathroom explored, our only option at this point is to jump down. We don't find any more staircases or ramps leading to the level below, so we've got to jump down. But as soon as we do, a Deathclaw appears in an adjoining room. With Deacon tanking for us, we can pull out Deliverer and plunk away at him.
Do a lot of that. Winning, that is.
Well, that was effective, but it seemed a bit anticlimactic. So reloading a save, we can try to kill this Deathclaw again with a little bit more pizzazz. I discovered that by jumping down on top of this electrical box, we don't trigger the encounter just yet. And so we can use the opportunity to scatter a bunch of bottle cap mines around until the Deathclaw spawns. Then we can kite him around the mines.
Go ahead, run.
And then finish him off. So where did this guy come from? How long has this Deathclaw been in Kendall Hospital? Was he here the entire time and the railroad just didn't know that their safe house was built right on top of a Deathclaw nest? Or could the raiders have brought the Deathclaw here? Maybe as an egg that they hatched, intending to use him as corpse disposal. I suppose we won't really know. But on this lower level, we find the corpses of railroad agents, the bodies of raiders, more railroad agents in cages. With this bottom section explored, we can move through some broken concrete into the section where the Deathclaw was. We see a security door with a big red button and a fusion generator against the wall. After looting the fusion core, we can try to press the button, but nothing happens. Looks like we need to divert power to the security door. Turning back around, we do find a circuit breaker on a southern wall. After flipping it, we restore power to the door. We can push the red button and open the security door. Through the door and sidestepping some toxic waste, we find a room to the right with an end-of-dungeon steamer trunk inside and a couple of filing cabinets. Out of the room and up some steps, we can open a door to Cambridge. We arrive in a small room, and to leave we actually have to remove these latches on a door, which brings us to an area that's infested with bugs. Kendall Hospital is a really interesting dungeon, but sadly we don't learn much about Kendall Hospital's pre-war story. But from the environmental storytelling we find here, I think we can deduce that the Institute found Augusta Safe House, came through and attacked it. At some point shortly thereafter, or perhaps a while afterwards, raiders discovered the place, came inside, and began to turn it into a raider den. Heading back to the railroad, we can tell Dr. Carrington the sad news.
Augusta Safe House was destroyed by the Institute.
It's as I feared. 3 safe houses gone. Hard to imagine. I have nothing further for you at the moment. I'm sure someone else could use your help. No shortage of fires to be put out.
For that, we complete Butcher's bill, and Carrington gives us 150 bottle caps. We can now cross Augusta off our list of safe houses. That leaves Griswold, Dayton, Stanwix, and Mercer. But how long will it be until the railroad discovers them as well? We'll find out more in my next episode. I publish new Fallout videos each and every week on my channel, so if you don't want to miss an episode, be sure to subscribe and to click that bell notification button. If you have already, but you still feel like you're missing out on YouTube notifications, consider following me on Twitter @Oxhorn. I update Twitter manually every time I publish a video. I've got an ox plushie for sale. It's currently available for pre-order. I have a limited number in stock, so when it's gone, it's gone. Snag yours today before I completely run out. I've also got a merchant shop with completely unique designs that you can't find anywhere else. My designs come on shirts in a variety of men's, women's, and children's sizes, and in a wide array of colors. You can find them on other products as well, like smartphone cases, pillows, posters, mugs, stickers, prints, etc. So if interested, you can find a link to my shop in the description below, or you can click here. If you like what I do and you want to support me in another way, consider becoming a patron on Patreon or a member here on YouTube. YouTube members get little badges that appear next to their names in the comment sections of my videos, and they get access to ox emojis that they can use in my video comments and in the live chats of my live streams. But more than anything, I'm just so glad you're here watching this video with me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with the next episode in the full story of the railroad.
I'm running cents out of wealth, wasting it. Bigger problem than
In our last episode, we explored Kendall Hospital, which was the location of the Augusta safe house, only to discover that the Institute and then the Raiders completely overran the place, killing all of the railroad agents. No one got out alive. Or so we thought.
Carrington wants word.
Sometime later, we learned from Carrington that that's actually not quite the case.
Ah, good, you're here. There's been development. A raider gang has captured one of our agents, codenamed Blackbird. The twist is, we thought he was already killed at Augusta Safe House. Desdemona clings to the far-fetched hope that A, Blackbird is alive, and B, he can tell us what happened to the synths held at Augusta when it fell. So she wants you to tackle this fool's errand.
I'll pass.
Gloria said the same. Perhaps Desdemona will let this matter be dropped now.
Is it really a fool's errand?
If you chain too many assumptions together, you rarely get what you bargain for. I doubt we'll find more than a body.
If Blackbird's alive, I want to bring him back.
As you see fit.
Give me the details. No promises, though.
The dead drop has the full briefing. Raiders aren't known for keeping their captives alive. But, since you're risking your neck, good luck.
With that, we begin the quest Butcher's Bill 2, and this changes what we know about what happened at the Augusta safe house.
I iced the coursers before they found Dayton. This time, at least.
If the Institute really did find the Augusta safe house first, before the Raiders came, then there are really only two explanations I can think of for why this Blackbird would still be alive. A, Blackbird hid when the Institute attacked, managed to survive the synths, but was found and then captured by the Raiders before being transported to another Raider den. Or B, Blackbird managed to escape the Augusta safe house during the Institute attack, only to be snagged by Raiders outside of Kendall Hospital, whereupon he was transported to a Raider den for what reason exactly? Why would Raiders want a railroad agent? Indeed, did these Raiders even know Blackbird was a railroad agent? To find out, we need to hit the dead drops. This dead drop is found in a mailbox just outside the General Atomics Galleria, which I covered in a previous lore video that you can watch here. Inside, we find the Blackbird report.
Blackbird spotted. Badly injured. Way too many hostiles for the runner to engage. Request assistance from HQ.
Blackbird spotted, badly injured. So another railroad agent recognized Blackbird as he observed Blackbird being escorted to some sort of raider den. The location this railroad agent gives us in the holotape is the Federal Ration Stockpile. And this is a really tricky location because the Federal Ration Stockpile is swarming with raiders, inside and outside. Additionally, the stockpile is right next to a major road, a road where we can find random encounters, many of which are combat encounters. In my game, I stumbled upon a bunch of patrolling super mutants.
That got the blood pumping.
That I had to kill before I started picking off the raiders outside. This was a tedious but methodical process for the stealthy railroad character I'm trying to play.
Seems we have a tail. Don't mean to make... Really? Oh,
Started. Aw, man, come back. I was asking.
Don't look, but I think we're being watched.
this is a workout.
Looks like we've killed most of the raiders out here, but if Blackbird is still alive, he's being held inside this bunker. On one of these floating platforms, we find a terminal locked with an advanced lock. I couldn't hack this, but if we could, inside is turret control and spotlight control. But I've already destroyed both. In this raider hut is a cooler and a few containers, not much loot. Before heading into the bunker, we can go to the raider hut across the way. Here we find a yellow box with Rad-X inside and some boxed foods lying out. Nearby we find a small guard post. But inside, all we find is a wooden crate and a tool case next to an ammo box. However, just outside the guard post is a fusion generator, and we can take the fusion core. Directly above the stockpile is another raider hut. Here we had to kill a raider sniper, and next to the body is a duffel bag. After looting the remaining dead littering the grounds outside, we can head down and past a bulldozer to enter the stockpile, and along the way we find a bunch of pre-war skeletons littering the ground just outside. What on earth happened before the war to explain why these skeletons are here? Heading inside, we find the past and present converge. We can loot a raider corpse right next to a pre-war skeleton lying on the other side of a desk. The skeleton is wearing a military helmet and lying next to an ammo canister, which means this was a soldier. Perhaps the terminal on the desk can shed some light onto this mystery. Stockpile Reception Terminal. Federal Ration Stockpile. User login null. From here we can, again, access turret control and spotlight control. And aside from that, we find two entries. In the first, memo. Here again, we find two entries. In the first, attention, security upgrade. Attention Federal Ration Stockpile personnel. In response to recent events, this facility will be operating under heightened security starting immediately. Identification must be worn at all times while on grounds. Civilians must be checked in and given temporary identification while on the premises. This includes delivery staff and vehicle operators. There will be no exceptions. Strict inventory will be taken of federal rations. Don't risk your job by taking anything home. Yes, this means you. And the next one, urgent, potential breach. Urgent, immediate response required. A group of civilians has discovered the hatch leading into the old tunnels connected to this facility. Simple surveillance of this exit point is no longer adequate. A minimum of 3 men will be stationed at this point until we can find a way to better secure this route or seal it up entirely. Also, I don't want to hear any more complaining about our choice to build this federal storage facility into these tunnels or the struggles of the retrofit operation. The decision has been made within the approved budget and is done. This exit point will be handled, and this facility will continue to serve its purpose. Thank you for your cooperation. So there's another entrance to this stockpile. Backing out, we can read the final entry. Deliveries. Next scheduled delivery, Blamco Foodstuffs, October 23rd, 3:30 p.m. Delivery driver ID, Thomas Malkinson. Well, I think this explains why we find the bodies just outside. Before the war started on October 20th,